Father!
Son!
React!
Welcome to Father and Son React.
If you joined us for our last video, you know that we are doing reaction videos to the world record speed runs for all videos in the Legend of Zelda series because we're that dedicated gamers. No, just because we really love Legend of Zelda and we're looking for a father-son type thing to do. And this seems to be some place where our interests converge. So last time we did Legend of Zelda and someone set that world record as of then at like 28 minutes, 29 seconds or something. Well, today we're moving on to Zelda II, The Adventure of Link.
What did you say before that? Before I interrupted?
I don't know, but you kind of derailed me. Don't do it again. I'm just kidding. By the way, we're going to try and shoot this in one shot, so I don't have to edit. Don't mess this up. Anyways, we're doing Zelda II, The Adventure of Link, and like I was saying, it's kind of a departure from Legend of Zelda in the format of how the game functions and stuff, like the style of play, the way Link hits stuff and uses magic, and you have a magic container and all this stuff that's kind of unique to this game. So just remember, we're doing only speedruns that are represented on speedrun.com. We're letting them filter out stuff that could be fake or is just not verified yet. That way we're not the source of truth for what is a verified world record speedrun. I also forgot to mention in our last video, we're doing any percent. We're not doing like all dungeons, all keys, all this, all that, 100% or whatever. We're just doing any percent. Get the game done. We don't care if there's glitches. Glitches kind of impress us because it takes actually some mastery to try and figure out glitches. And sometimes understanding of programming code logic, which is really interesting to me as an IT employee. And today, we're looking at the any percent for this game, and it is set currently, the world record is held by, what's the name, Caleb?
Opus, or opus.
Opus, I think. And it is
18 minutes and 7 seconds?
Yeah, man. I have no earthly idea how that is possible. The last time I looked at world records for this game, they were over an hour. So I'm really interested to see how in the world anyone beat this game in 18 minutes. Okay, and Opus set this record 1 year ago. And when a game hasn't had the world record set in like recent history, you know that it's because it's getting harder and harder to improve on that time. So this is pretty impressive what we're about to watch. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Now, yep, there we go. We got it.
Yeah.
Okay. He starts off in a random temple. You have no idea what it is. There's no context at all. Great storytelling, huh?
Cool people.
I think it's probably a grave where someone maybe Zelda's father died.
Yeah, the music in this game is awful.
He just jumped on someone's head.
No, didn't you see Zelda?
That's rude.
Didn't you see? Didn't you see Zelda in the beginning of the game laying there like Sleeping Beauty? That makes no sense. That's a complete departure from the traditional canon of these games. She's supposed to be with Ganon.
He's so rude.
With the final boss. I know, he just shows up in their city, and now I'm on the other side of the map!
If you guys weren't around, I wouldn't probably be online.
I don't even know what just happened. I don't know what he had to do to take advantage of that glitch, but he did it like a boss. Because, yeah, okay. Those dogs would kill me every time, and now he just moved on past.
Yeah, she is really cool.
Okay, wait. How did he? What? I can't keep up with this speed run.
That's like my first time actually doing something in Texas. Usually I just go like.
This guy talks a lot.
The.
Okay, so the music in this game is awful. I will admit, I can't stand it. When I was a kid and I would play this. Now I'm in Death Mountain. What is happening? When I would play this game as a kid, I'd get this music stuck in my head, and it was actually a little haunting.
Now he's underground.
Because it's not like music you enjoy having in your mind, having stuck in your head. I just do not.
I actually kind of like this music.
You like the soundtrack to this game? You like the soundtrack to this game?
Yeah.
Oh man, he's going for the hammer.
It's like a circus.
Oh, Death Mountain is so hard. Yeah, I definitely took a long time to beat this game when I was a kid, and Death Mountain was the big deterrent from even trying. It was so hard. It was like disheartening.
Hey, look, Breath of the Wild MPS.
Yeah, I wanna, like, jam
Hey,
out.
don't look in the sidebars.
You're gonna have to get that
Sorry.
tattoo.
NPCs getting scared by Dark Link.
Link.
I'm still serious
I don't know.
about that.
Don't
I
get
just- a lot
distracted,
of
man.
money.
We're here for the.
Tattoo.
I'm full screening this video. Don't get distracted. We're here for the reaction. Jeez, kid. It's like you're 8 or something.
How come whenever he like jumps up and hits, he's like
Okay, well some enemies, like some of the knights and those dog-looking guys, the best way to beat them is to jump at them and then hit your sword right as you're coming down, so that the sword kind of hits them on top of the head, and like that. See what he's doing there? That's the only way to beat those guys, man. Otherwise, everything you do is random. He has all the locations of these guys memorized. They're in the dark, and he knows where they are. That's so brilliant, man. That's so impressive. So he's already 1/6 of the way through.
How much do you think something like that would be? Like the one I sent, that picture I sent you?
He's in the beginning of the game. He just went back to the beginning of the game somehow.
Something like that.
How people find these glitches is just...
How do you know where he was?
I don't know. He clearly knew there was a glitch somewhere, and now he's got this too.
Wait, he got an angel?
Oh, he started the game over. That's what he did. He did it so fast I didn't even know he did it. That's what he did. It's like a way of warping back to the beginning if that's what you need to do. Wow, he does it so...
Probably a save point.
Okay, clearly for this... Okay, I just have to like...
Look, another village.
That's the first village I usually go to for some reason, because it's the easiest. Okay,
He's just jumping on people's heads.
relative to our last video, the pace of this one is just lightning speed. I obviously can't even keep up with the guy, what he's doing,
I think that's why.
because if I did, I wouldn't be able to speak at the same
He
time.
just went into a house.
Yeah.
I think he went straight up.
So when this game came out, that was the jacked up thing about this game. People would say like,
And you look a wizard.
Link's just breaking and entering into these people's houses and going in their
you
basements.
can jump very high.
At least in the first game, he was like out in the wilderness fighting animals, and no, now he's in people's homes, violating their privacy. He's never heard of HIPAA. PCI means nothing to him. Okay, and he just cut up some forest? What happened there? I didn't know you could even do that. Did he do that with a hammer?
He actually did have a hammer.
Okay, so now he's not going to use the hammer. I thought he was going to use the hammer there. Where are we going and why?
I just don't like when those guys appear. It's like you go into their body and there's
Well,
so many...
do you know what happens if you hit them? It starts a level. It starts like this little interactive level where you have to fight those guys. It's awful. Oh my goodness, he's good. Oh wow.
Wait, dark things are actually standing on the ladder, and you can actually see them.
You can kind of see where they are, but that doesn't make it easier. Oh! Oh! Wow! This guy has such skill.
50 to 60 hours.
And he just did it again. Wow, he just keeps continuing.
Wow, okay. Yeah,
Hey, he has
I
like
lost
a
it.
knife
That's
now,
for sure.
or a hammer.
Man.
It's a hammer, and I think that's how he got... I think it's like how he chopped up the woods. How he chopped up all the trees. So you're going to go right? Okay, finally, breaking that boulder. And now he's going to go into that village.
That looks amazing.
I forget what's in this village.
One
It's been a while. It's been a while, folks. I haven't played this one in a long time either.
It's just jumping over them. How rude.
Some guy shows up in your town. He can jump 9 feet
Hey, look,
in the air.
there was a tiny guy.
And he just jumps over people.
And he
So
just
rude.
jumped on top of a church.
Rude. Can you imagine if you did that at church? Caleb! Get off that roof!
Or if I destroyed the Jesus thing.
The words on the
You don't
church.
press downward.
Yeah.
Stab.
So he had to get the downward stab because I think that's important for beating the game. I think that's monumentally important. There's like certain bosses you
actually,
can only
like-
kill that way. The knight on the horse you can only kill that way. Do you know what the downward stab is?
It's like when you jump. Oh, wait, in Breath of the Wild, it's like. Like that.
Nope, it's actually, in this game, it's where you jump and you point your sword directly down and you jump on someone's head.
Oh, that's just like in Twilight Princess.
You're thinking of the jump attack. Okay, so
I don't have that move yet.
is he going into another person's basement without permission? And now he's
How
going to get another
rude.
spell This guy,
magic
he's
word
just
will
stealing
give you
spells.
Power. This magic word will give you power.
Listen, for all we knew, that poor old man in that basement saw this guy come in with a sword and shield and felt like, no, please don't kill me, I'll give you magic. Like, he's taking it against people's will. That poor old man.
That's awesome. You know something.
I wonder how he decides which,
Hey, look, a fairy. Did he turn into a fairy?
turn into a fairy, just like that. I forgot you could do that in this game, and I forgot why. Oh, it's magic. It's a spell where you can turn into a fairy, and it's like you can basically get through an entire room and get away from all your bad guys. And how many times is he going to continue?
I don't have much in reserve. I'll say that.
Okay, so now he is,
It's gonna happen though, for sure. I'll make it happen.
oh boy, jumping over heads again, Caleb. I can restore your health.
And someone was trying to go in, but he was blocking the door. How rude.
He doesn't care, man. He does what he wants. He's Link, and he apparently thinks he's king of Hyrule.
That's kind of rude to the guy that's...
How do you pronounce Hyrule? Hyrule or Hyrule? Hylian or Hylian? Lake Hylia or Hylia?
Or
Right
like Hylia.
Or right in
Hylia.
Hylia. Let's start that. We're gonna start a trend. The Hylian, the Hylian people. Yeah, the Hylian sword.
He just ran
No,
into...
we're not gonna do that. That's awful.
Oh.
How do you pronounce it? Write it in the comments. Tell us how do you pronounce it phonetically.
I don't know how much.
Is this the first time he got caught by those bad guys?
No, this was the second
Oh,
time.
he entered another one.
Third.
And somehow there's nothing there. Okay. I think he completely skipped... Whoa! Whoa! Did you see that?
Yeah.
Go. Go.
Glitchy!
I'm
Much?
surprised I got that goal. That's weird.
He's like not even walking on the screen. What? Okay. This is broke. He broke the game for this one. Whoa.
So,
He's gonna beat this temple in like 3 seconds. What?
cool. Oops.
What?
He got in and out of that temple. He got the glove that he needed, and he didn't fight a single bad guy. And he did it in 20 seconds, maybe. That went by so quick. That was a downward stab. Did you see it? I don't
He
think
just stepped on him.
Well, no. And he pointed his sword downward. He stabbed downward at it. So
I
he's
couldn't
just
see his sword.
he's all over the place. I don't know where he's going now.
Alright, well, I can't.
Another glitch.
Oh my gosh, this game is full of glitches. Do you see him walking in the air?
Yeah, anyway.
Oh! Did you see that?
What?
Did you see the screen switch? I had no idea. He looks so calm, just exploiting all these random glitches. He's probably going to get through... Oh, okay, at this point, I think something he has done has completely altered the game, because now everywhere he walks is glitched.
Did he actually ask for the cheating part?
See, that's the thing. Can you consider it cheating if the game developer left these holes open for you to exploit? Or is it just playing part of the game and the game developer
I played the demo, and whenever I ran into those guys, they had bad guys. But in this game, this is the exact game. And
What in the world's he doing? He was already here. So why did he go all the way and leave and come back? Because he didn't have the ferry? Oh, did you see? He just warped to the other side of Hyrule, across the ocean. Where is he now? Now he's like gonna pop up and boom, there's Ganon or something. So he's got, he's like almost 2/3 of the way through this run. And he is just all over the map. He clearly knows this game from a developer's perspective because
he just went through the ground.
Yep. Well, now he's gonna go through the ground in every level.
No, I meant that he was actually in the rocks and
Right.
he could actually move.
Right. I think at this point, something he has done has made it to where, see, everything is glitched. Everything is getting messed. Look at that. He walked through that cave in no time flat.
There's a bad guy.
Interesting. It seems like he wants to play this cutscene. For some reason. He wanted to fight that guy. Oh! Something he's doing there when the screen pauses. There's something he's doing. Maybe he needs his... Oh, he needs to up his magic. He's trying to up his magic. Isn't he? Yep. See? He's purposely doing this, fighting 3 of these, or 4 or 5 of these. He's going to fight a few of them. Because look, his points go up here, and he's trying to get those points above...
454.
He wants to get it above 500. Oh, and he found a red one. That's perfect. Oh, that's a... Yeah.
500.
And he's gonna up his magic. There he goes. See? See, because what happens is this is not common to Zelda games these days, but that those points up in the corner, every time you would get your points above another certain level, see, he's trying to get above 500, it'll allow him to add a block to his magic here. It's kind of a cool series we got going, because I'm actually getting to teach my son about Legend of Zelda folklore and history.
I think I'm probably never gonna buy this game.
Why? It's classic, Caleb.
Well, I don't want to play it.
It's complicated, isn't
Especially if I get the glitch.
Oh, I'm sure, Caleb, if you play it normal, this doesn't happen. He clearly...
He's actually just walking in the air.
I know, because he's actually playing on a screen that looks different from the one we're seeing, and he has that screen memorized, so he's jumping around that screen and getting what he needs. Jeez.
He's at 1004.
It's so impressive.
Doing this?
Now, Caleb, he's almost to the last temple here, buddy. Look, watch.
What?
Watch.
Dude, I think it's still get the time though.
He died. So if he can do this speed run again and not die here, yeah, he will shave 20 seconds off his time. So that 1807 can go sub 18 easily. Unless I'm misreading something here. Unless that death was necessary, which he didn't look like he wanted to do that. And he glitched, and he's gonna go like directly to the boss. I forget what the boss is called in this game. It's like a big floating blue thing.
Oh, I can't believe I messed up the blue Zelfos. I'm usually really good about that.
Oh, by the way, yeah, that was the Lizalfos that he was fighting.
And level 6.
That's the old version of Lizalfos. Do you remember what a Lizalfos is in Breath of the Wild? The ones that do that.
Although they use their tail to fight.
Yeah, and they swim too.
And some more electric on their horn and can make a super big beam.
Wow, this glitching is just... I knew that to get 1807, it would
Hey,
have...
look, there was a crow right there.
I don't know what that thing is. Some kind of griffin. I knew that to get 1807, he would have to use a lot of glitches.
Dragons of heads.
But I thought it would be more like he found a way to warp directly to the last temple or something.
Just when he hit one beam, he hit
Yes.
he hit this dragon, but it also got the other dragon.
Did you see that bird knight? That knight that's like a bird?
Whoa,
He's playing... It's insane to me that he's playing in a room with a different layout than the one we're seeing, and he has the real room memorized, the one that we can't see. And there, that didn't happen, though. Oh, here it did. I think. Yeah. Wow. This takes such skill and a lot of practice. Like, more practice than I could ever put into a game. I don't think he has kids. Or maybe he does. I don't know. That might be presumptuous of me to say. Oh, those blue guys. I can't stand those blue guys. They're so good. I just try and get out of the room. Yeah, jump past them. That's all I do. It's probably... Oh my goodness. Can you imagine playing in a room where you can't see where the real lava is? And knowing where to jump over? Okay, here it is. Is this the last boss? It's got to be close. This is really close. He's at 1636.
Oh, only 2 minutes and 7 seconds.
I know.
Are those?
He's 2 seconds under. He's ahead of schedule. A little bit, anyway. So he died twice there? See, there's time he can easily shave off his run. easily. And now he did it again. How many times did he have to play this to know where the jumps are, where the glitches are? Oh, look at that gigantic blob. What are those called? A chew jelly or jelly, whatever? Man, it's incredible to me that he knows where those jumps are, and he's like jumping over stuff that's not even there. So he's got to get to the boss soon here. This is it. This is it. Yep.
Dark Link?
This was the first time there was ever a Dark Link. He's actually quite easy. All you do is stand on the left-hand side and do that. That's it. When you try and jump around and fight him, he's really, really tough. He's really, really tough. So, there you go. 1807, man. He did it. Yeah, the floating thing, the floating blue guy, I think that's another boss somewhere in these levels. So that was Zelda, yeah, and she was asleep like Sleeping Beauty, and then she wakes up, and I forget what happens from then on. But so that was insane. That was a lot of glitching all over the place. At some point, you could see that something changed in what he did, and all the glitches started going all over the place. So that was hard to follow, but it's impressive because he had to do a lot of research to know how to exploit all of those glitches to bring his time down to 1807. And I'm surprised that a year later, no one has submitted to speedrun.com an improvement on that because he died twice. So there's probably a good 20 seconds, 25 seconds that can be shaved off that to do a sub 18 time. So that's it for this one. That's it. What is next? Do you know what's next?
I'm not sure.
I'll give you a hint. The system is the Super Nintendo. Super NES.
I've never played the Super Nintendo, so no, I do not know.
So the next game is Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Really?
Yes, yes. So we're going to do that one next time. We hope you enjoyed this video, getting to watch father and son bonding over video games and our love for the Legend of Zelda series. We hope you like this video. Give it a comment, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next time.
Bye!
Mwah!